All right, recording is started. I think I'm not actually sharing my screen though, so let's start that back up again. There we go. Screen and recording are going, I believe. And this is the May 28th, 2024 Rook Community Meeting. So let's jump on into our milestones. I don't think we've got a huge agenda going on here, but we could talk about everything that we've got on there now, and more agenda items are always welcome. So let's see. So the last time we had a meeting together was the 14th. And so since then, we've got a patch release 1.13.9. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at. Anything we want to call out in
Yep.
here?
Yeah, this one, I think it was about 6 weeks from the previous 1.13 release, but there were some nice little fixes, nothing super urgent as I recall. Just another 1.13 patch. I mean, as far as timeline, we may have another 1.13 patch if needed. I don't know of any blockers, and there's nothing on the board either. If you look at the 1.13 board, it should be empty.
Let's go ahead and take a look at that then, Travis, as per your suggestion. Yes, in fact, there is nothing in the to-do, in progress, in review, and blocking release columns. So as of now, there are no identified issues still plaguing 1.13. It is perfected by now. 9 patches later,
Right.
it's the perfect release.
Perfected. Exactly.
All right. Well, then if that's the case, let's move to something that is still being perfected as we speak. So let's look at the 1.14.4 patch release that also came out on the same day as the 1.13.9 release.
Mhm.
So some overlapping
Yep.
fixes, I assume and I see.
Exactly. And this is the bi-weekly release, and I feel like we've been busy with meetings and other things a lot lately, so not too many fixes in that list there, but uh,
For this one here, I've seen that one like get rolled out across a number of different repos and projects over time. Was this in response to like running out of disk space during CI?
let's see. As I recall, that one was not required strictly. We just thought,
Oh,
oh, since Ubuntu 20, what was it, 24.04 came out last month, so we thought, oh, let's just update at least to a newer one instead of being on 20 still.
okay.
Unless I'm forgetting already, but I think it was just, yeah, let's try and update.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay, good to stay on top of that. Yeah,
I
Blaine?
think there were some warnings in our CI about we might still have them for all I know. When you look at the GitHub actions, we have some warnings that like some like JavaScript like utility version is out of date and won't be supported after a while. And I think that related to like the OS, like what was installed in the OS. So I think those might potentially be resolved by this, but I don't know if that was the intent or not.
I got it. Cool. We're good to stay on top of this either way.
I don't remember seeing that either. It that must be a nice side effect then. Update.
All right, then. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 1.14 project board and an upcoming regularly scheduled every 2 weeks patch release for Thursday this week, the 1.14.5.
Mhm.
So nothing still
Yeah.
blocking said release, but I assume there's some things that have been already, merged into the done column and ready to go out on Thursday.
Yep. Yeah, I did go briefly through the board this morning and moved a few of these, the ones that are obviously not going to be in 1.14 out to the 1.15 board. But yeah, there's still a few more of these that I'm sure will be out. Maybe of note, yeah, the first one on Ceph Squid. The Squid RC build is, I still have not seen it released yet. The Ceph team is just still
Mm.
working through that release, so we'll support it when it's available, but it might not be out until the 1.15 timeframe, I guess. We'll see. Um, yeah, whenever it's out, we should be able to support it just fine.
Can't do it before then.
Right?
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, the original target was April to have it released, but we're almost June and they don't have the RC build out yet. So it is what it is.
Any is
Other
it is
things, those.
Yeah, anything that's kind
Yeah.
of like targeting getting merged before Thursday that is on the docket here.
I'm not sure. We probably need to double check what's in progress. And I'm trying to still put my head back on from the weekend, but I know
Yeah.
Blaine, there was an issue last week where someone had some issue trying to page it back in. Do you remember that you had a fix?
What
Oh,
was this the Maltus issue?
Multis? Or maybe I'm thinking it was the follow-up from my fix. Oh, that affected IPv6 clusters. That's right. So
Right,
you've got the fix in for that. We just need to
right.
release it. So
It was
that's right.
networking related, but not Maltus related,
Yes.
which is a novelty for me. Yeah.
Is that this PR by any chance? Oh no, that's closed PR. That did not get merged. Sorry.
Yeah, I opened one, and then a day later, someone from the community opened one. And so we merged mine, which is the one immediately above it, and closed that one. Or I guess the one immediately above that is the backport for the one
That's
that
the
I,
backport.
Ah, right. Got it.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, this one.
14250. No.
Yeah, it also
Got
adds
it.
some logic to try to do the right thing when Rook doesn't know what network stack is being used.
Mhm.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so to summarize, there was a regression. Was it in the previous patch release or two patch releases ago? Someone just noticed that IPv6 clusters were broken. So with the OSDs starting, so that's fixed now. I think just one user reported that, noticing that at least. So I guess not many people using IPv6. So that shows.
Yeah, IPv6 OS only, especially, does not have nearly the amount of adoption as I would have guessed if 5-6 years ago. You know, if you'd
Mhm.
asked me in 5 years how much everyone's gonna have to be using it by then. Like, nope, not the case.
Yeah, everybody just still uses their private networks and avoids
Yeah,
IPv6.
pretty
I guess.
much. Too many numbers. They're too big and scary, honestly.
Yeah, they really are scary.
I like my little numbers, you know.
Right.
So, okay, cool. Anything else for 1.14 before we move on then? All right. Yeah, so we did get a release out of the Rook plugin for kubectl. So let's take a look at the release notes, see if there's anything anything major to call out there. So it's been a
Yeah,
little
so I
bit since we
think
got a release out, right?
Yeah, I think Satoru, the main feature there is he had the flatten the RBD PVC command commit there. I think that first one on the list represents that. A bunch of other CI improvements, but that's the main feature was the release. So it's good to get that release out. Maybe one other to note, the last one in the list there, we renamed the debug command to the maintenance command. We'll rename to that command.
Okay. What happens if someone uses the old command? Is it have a suggestion for the new command, or is it just like unrecognized? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't think there's a good migration plan there. I think you just would get not recognized.
Got it.
It'd be nice if there's a way to have multiple commands for this that just basically goes to the same thing. But I guess since we're still not 1.0, maybe we didn't worry about it too
Yeah.
much. And
Yeah,
it's a CLI
that's
command,
fair.
not like an API.
Yeah, I think
Also,
Cobra does support some tools for like marking some commands as deprecated and for having like duplicates or like alternate names for
aliases.
commands. Aliases, yeah, that's I don't know that that's necessary here. I feel like maintenance really is the kind of like better term.
Yeah. Cool. Sounds good. And it's awesome that we got a release out there. Do we have an idea about the cadence for those now? We settled in on a cadence on those, or is it kind of as needed, you know? got couple things piled up.
For the plugin, it's really been whenever we have a feature available, we'll
Right.
do a release or maybe group the features for a couple months if we have more than one. But it's been a while since we had one, so we just got the flattened feature in there. And, oh, let's do this. And yeah,
Cool.
so it doesn't, since it doesn't have as regular features being added, we just release them when they're there.
Sounds good. All right. Well, let's move on to the community topics then. So there's a upcoming Ceph Days India that we've got a talk. That's just in a few days here. Looks like the end
On
of
Friday.
end of May. Hey, there's Sage.
Yeah. Yeah, we're missing folks, I think, from this meeting because they're traveling to Bangalore.
No,
So like Parth and Subham are planning on presenting there, and a few other folks.
awesome.
Yep, so that's happening this week.
Fantastic. Very, very cool.
Topeka's, yep. Anyway,
Is it a one-day event?
yes, just Friday.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Yep, good luck to everybody who's speaking there then, and safe travels as well. Okay, and then so roadmap draft is up and available for folks to take a look at.
Yeah, I opened this a couple weeks ago, and honestly, it's still, I haven't really gone through the list and updated it. I just kind of removed stuff that we know was done already from 1.14, and that's in progress. I really need to close on it this week just to get in what we have. Yeah, so I know there's a few things that need to be added to that PR still, but please do comment on the PR if you have requests or suggestions for that plan.
Yep, sounds good to me.
As far as a timeline for 1.15, I don't think I have that in the notes there. I should start adding that, but probably end of July is the timeline we'll shoot for. I'll add a note for that. Or you got that. We'll have 2 notes for it.
Yep, that's fair.
But yeah, that's all for that topic that I
Okay.
get.
All right, and then we've got some designs that folks want to bring up as well.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure
Ceph
there's
CSI operator.
some awareness of this. So the CSI team has decided, okay, the configuration, it's over time, we've just put all these CSI settings in the Rook operator settings because there's basically a one-to-one correspondence of Rook operator to CSI drivers. And it's just gotten big to the point now, and for various architecture reasons, it's like, hey, they're creating a new operator that Rook can still launch automatically. It'll still be seamless under the covers, and we expect the transition to this new CSI operator to be automatic and unnoticed, really, for upstream users. But I just want to point out this is the design it'll still look the same as still the driver. It's just how the driver and drivers, well, there's 3 drivers, so RBD, SFFS, and NFS. All those drivers will be deployed by the CSI operator instead of Rook. And yeah, so we'll go with this. This is in the plan for 1.15. It is all brand new and probably will be marked as experimental, still with an option to not enable it by default. We'll see how stable we feel like it is. But that's the rough idea of what, just an operator that will have CRDs, of course, to have the settings for how to deploy each of the drivers, what affinity they have, what nodes to put them on, things like that, what options to enable. All the settings we have already in the operator, basically just moving to CRDs.
Yep, sounds like a good idea. And yeah, that's so it looks like there's already been a lot of discussion on this PR here. It's already got 137 comments on it, which is a good amount. And then so you said it's intended to make it in the in this milestone time frame. Is this design kind of converging then, Travis, on agreed upon and close to being merged?
Yeah, I think that the design is close to merging, and there's folks actively working on opening code PRs, or if you click on the pull request there, maybe I haven't seen if there's other pull requests open yet.
And this repo looks like just this one.
Oh, I guess not. Maybe I think they're just waiting actually for the design doc to merge before they open the code PRs that are already
Okay,
in progress. Just no PRs open yet.
cool. Oh,
Um,
then yeah, we have a tracking issue in the Rook repo too. Yeah, there we are.
right, just so we can integrate with it and track it here.
Cool.
But if there's any concerns about it, definitely look forward to feedback on that design PR, especially for now, or on the Rook issue if there's a question about that integration.
Nice.
I think
All
that's
right.
good for that topic, though, unless there's questions.
Yep, and that's the last topic on the agenda here. So yeah, so if there's nothing else, then we can go ahead and adjourn for the week then, I think. All right.
All right.
Then
Okay.
yep, we'll be looking towards the 1.14.5 release coming out in 2 days, and continued progress on 1.15 with plenty of time left in that milestone there, 2 months or so. But yeah, good to see everybody today.
Okay. Have a good one. Thanks.
Yeah.
See ya.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.